His claim was that you kissed him.
No. I'm sitting in the corner. He's against the post, and Hector comes charging at him. Slickly slid out of the way, right into my lap. Hector hit the post. And then kissed me.
On the lips or on the cheek?
Right here. I did not enjoy that.
The crowd probably did.
I'm sure there's a lot of people that did.
Is it on video? Do we have video footage that he kissed you?
Yes.
Okay. Then we'll be able to justify what happened.
Now.
We bring the heart to the heartland where the souls collide. Dreams expand, it's not ours to set high. We're bumping chops and running roads in the world of pro wrestling where the weak will show. From the top road to the depths below, the warriors in the ring with nowhere to go. Blood, sweat, and tears, it's a battle of the wills. We bring the heart to the heartland. Heart to the heartland. Turn the volume up, they can hear from hell. Everyone's ready, so let's ring the bell. Ding, 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 let's start the clock. HCW, yeah, we're bumping chops.
Welcome back to HCW's Bumping Chops, where the chops hurt and the words mean nothing. I'm your co-host, Billy Simmons, co-owner of Heartland Championship Wrestling, and this is my good buddy, Bobby Casey.
And let's not forget you are the host. I'm the co-host.
Okay. Right. Everyone's saying that you're the host because
I don't feel like I am.
I think maybe Red James might be causing all the chaos. He is chaotic.
He's a fanboy of the Chubby Buddies, though, so.
Oh, that's what.
Why.
Okay.
That's why.
Okay.
But no, again, welcome back, everybody, for episode 4 of Bumping Chops. Episode 4, and we've been doing this every 2 weeks. So really, if we were doing this every week, we'd be at episode 8, if you think about it. So if we ever get big enough, then we'll be back at you with more episodes every other week.
I've been thinking about that, and maybe because a lot of people liked when we did our interview with Drake, and there is a ton of wrestlers that want to come on this podcast. So if we decide to go week by week, maybe 1 week we do what we do now, and the other week it is just an interview, or an interview with the other wrestler or promoter.
Like use that as like the do the drives.
Correct.
Episode.
Yeah, that would be cool. That'd be cool. Something we can think about, look into. If everyone thinks might be something you might be interested in, hit a comment, give us some thoughts.
Yeah, and also don't forget to hit that like button, possibly that subscribe button to get notified of when all these new episodes come out, which is right now every other week on Mondays. So when we are hearing this Saturday is when their newest show will be coming out.
Ooh,
where else can we get HCW?
Party, buddy. Block Party. To get all your exclusive HCW content, follow us at HCW Live 23 on all social platforms. That's HCW Live 23.
And they're also on the YouTube channel of the Chubby Buddies Studio, and then they can be found on Spotify. Still not yet Apple Music, and I don't know why, but they haven't heard nothing back. I sent them an email, so we'll see.
What's the deal, Apple? I like you. I use a lot of Apple. Come on now.
But right now they're on iHeartRadio, Spotify, and Amazon Music. Cool. So make sure you are subscribed at least to one of those 3, so that way you get notified of when these 3 drop. So
for sure.
But this week, we are going to go over what happened at Leavenworth. And then we're going to go over what's about to happen at Block Party.
Man.
And then we're going to go over some comments also about what happened last episode. And then also maybe pick a winner for our closing.
It is our closing episode, huh? Yeah. Okay.
And if we don't pick one, then we'll just change it up. But right now, I'll read them all off to you. That way you can choose. And then I'll let you make the decision.
Sounds good. Good.
And then right now, and then we've got a few questions at the end.
Fantastic. Sounds like a good plan.
Let's get it rolling with a little bit of a video clip that I have for you.
All right, let me get these headphones.
And this, I didn't really know how to react to this video, so I don't even know what to expect from you because I was like, what am I watching right now? But
okay. Now you got me intrigued.
Hey.
What's my name? you. Welcome to VSWville. Huh?
I don't know what to. I was like, what am I watching there at first? Did you notice his pants said VSWville? So that dude went all out.
Okay, I didn't notice that. The video is a little dark. Do you know who the little Juggalo guy?
Oh, the one that jumps
That
into,
does
like,
into it looks like he was trying to copy that.
Oh.
And more than likely for Backyard Federation or something like that. Maybe even so. A lot of there's a big growing community of people who do like it's like internet wrestling federations where like they'll cut promos and another live person will cut a promo and then this match is created. I'm not sure how they do it, but they got winners and losers. They have titles, stuff like that.
So kind of like how we were doing when we were kids.
Yeah,
much.
but there wasn't like actually wrestling. They were it's just all an online talking, different stuff like that. Promo battles.
So that's a whole other
stuff like-
genre of wrestling.
Yeah,
almost.
yeah. So maybe it's
I
something
do have
like
another
that.
video
But
if you wanted to watch that too.
it got me a little cackle out of me.
I mean, I thought it was amusing. I was like, is this dude like practicing? That's what the vibe I got at first. I was like, is he
And
practicing?
maybe.
But hey. Oh,
Dick.
damn. Let me rewind it. Watch. It ain't over. Oh, it's buffering. Damn it. I get a lot of, why is it buffering? Let me just play it through and see if it plays, and then we'll go back to it. Yeah, I'm gonna have to show you later, but I got a lot of, like, Kane Carter vibes from this dude. Like, not his verbal, but the way that he moves in the ring, because I was watching a lot of his videos.
Gotcha.
I'll show you
why-
a video for that one later.
I think the language is a little uncalled for.
Somebody.
Like, why? But I guess
Hey,
to each their own, and
each their own.
depending on the crowd, what does that promoter allow? What is what's the crowd accustomed to?
Right.
Stuff like
I
that.
mean,
Like,
Drake did always say, read the room.
well, exactly. And we don't shy away from some language, and then some we absolutely do. So,
Right.
it's about the customs you build for your shows.
Okay. Yeah, too bad you didn't get to see the whole video, so you'd understand.
It'd have been
but,
funny, yeah. I didn't get to see it. So
let's see
you suck.
here. I was going to go over some comments.
Hey,
left
do you know
for
you
us.
got gray hair?
I do have several gray
No,
hairs.
just one right over here.
One right here and then two over here.
Oh,
I'm keeping those. Those are like, I can't wait to be full silver fox, buddy.
It's
Full?
full.
I would love to have a full silver fox beard.
For as old as I am, I got some grays, but it ain't all gray.
Yeah. This is the only place
And at
I
least
have grays.
and at least I ain't going bald.
Everybody's.
Nothing against bald people.
This is as bald
But
as
I'm
I'm gonna
glad
get,
I don't go
apparently.
bald.
So we'll see.
Good.
If I ever do, like, start to see, like,
Would you shave it?
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah.
100%.
I'd rather be
gone.
gray than bald in a day of the week. So here we go.
Hit the Bam Bam Bigelow style and get a tattoo up there.
I don't know if I could do that. That's
Bro.
That's dedication.
Bam Bam was a monster too.
Bam Bam was, yes, but like a tattoo is forever.
You know who has custom gear like Bam Bam Bigelow? That was designed off of Bam Bam Bigelow's stuff?
Does it start with a B?
No.
Oh nope.
I was looking at it,
Oh, okay.
but Sam Stackhouse had it made first. And it's fucking dope. I'd had it designed, and as soon as he debuted I sent him the design of mine, and I'm like, great minds think alike, LOL.
That dude is a merch king, Sam
Bro,
Stackhouse.
Sam Stackhouse is fantastic. And maybe he'll give me some dates, fucker.
Ooh. All right, so here's our comment section here. So
Hey, Red, tag Sam in that comment right there.
yeah, Sam. Listen. All right, so let's get on with just what happened last
All
week
right,
on the
let's go.
video, and then we'll go on to
All right, cool.
like what people have left. So last week, you actually, I actually remembered the name that you had in the video before I even watched it was Triple H. That you had as one of your top 5 heels of all time,
Yeah.
and then you had like Then you switched up your list just because you wanted to put your
No,
favorite
the
wrestler.
other one that I missed was Harley Race. I said
Yeah.
him in the first one and I didn't in the second one. And after I was in the vehicle, actually I was listening to it after it came out, and I went,
okay.
Harley Race. I knew, like, and to forget that ticks me off because Harley was fantastic.
But I also thought I heard you say you forgot to say Triple H on the second one, but I don't know. I could have
Maybe. I don't think so.
But Red James actually left his, and his number one's Ric Flair. So you guys have something
Okay.
in common. So
Okay.
number one's Ric Flair, number two was Hollywood Hulk Hogan, 3 was Harley Race for him,
Okay.
number 4 was Triple H, and 5 was Roman Reigns. So you guys had the exact same list, just one not on there, Hulk Hogan, and then you had your favorite wrestler.
Right, which is Vader.
That was it. So, but everything else in
Nice.
order was that. So
Yeah,
so Vader for Hollywood Hulk Hogan was yours.
Listen, Red might have a little taste. He
You
shook
might
my
have
hand.
a little taste. Hey, anything else happen?
Mm-mm.
We'll wait.
Yeah,
Okay.
finish your.
All right. So
Shit.
he also said every time that he thinks of Arn Anderson is the other one that you had on your
Yeah,
list.
yeah,
Okay.
absolutely. That's who it was. I didn't leave Triple H off. Arn Anderson was on both of them. I had forgotten to put, or I'd switched Harley Race and Vader, but I don't
So you
think
pretty
Vader.
much had like a top
but
6.
I don't think Vader would have been as good as he was without Harley Race managing him.
Gotcha. But he said every time he thinks of Arn Anderson, my mind goes straight to NWA Television Championship run.
Fantastic run.
I'll
That's
have to
why I
look into
said,
that.
like, Arn Anderson was such an underrated. That television ran he had, he could have ran, like legitimately, he could have been a big singles person, and he, fantastic tag and horseman, you know. So, anyways, yeah.
But throughout this whole thing, like Red James blew up the comment section, and then he said something that I was like, "Well, he lost Billy. His hashtag Dick is my owner." Oh,
Really, Red?
red will be red. Let's see here. Bruzy needs a shot at the Independent Championship.
Who does?
Bruisadors. I'm assuming he just gave him a nickname, Bruzy.
Bruisador is part of the tag champions, and the way them guys are running around, I don't know if they're going to lose them anytime soon.
That's just what he said. I don't see. Did he want a chance at it? Has he said something to you?
I mean,
Everybody's
it's the
probably said
Independence
something.
title. Well, I think every wrestler wants a shot at it.
Colt Kinnaman is absolutely amazing.
I don't
per
disagree.
Red James, and there's
Good
other
kid.
stuff in here that you and him agree with.
Okay.
Like that's, I mean, like I said, he blew up.
I don't know about absolutely amazing. He's a good kid with a lot of upside.
Well, then he also followed up with Hanga Dan is absolutely amazing. So I think he's just throwing the word absolutely out there
Probably
like
so.
quite a bit.
Probably.
So he just
But he's
agrees
not
with
wrong
Hayden
on that
Dan.
one either.
He's pretty cool. Just doesn't like those hillbillies in BFE, Kansas. Hanga Dan. He wants to know who's in the picture. I think I told him in the comments. It's just retro wrestlers. That's just all. He's just asking questions about that. Y'all in Kansas, why do you like the Dolphins?
Who has that?
Red. Who do you think that's that?
Let me ask you. The reason I like the Miami Dolphins is because of the middle linebacker, Zach Thomas.
He went to Pampa High School.
Correct.
So.
Correct.
I
It's
actually
where
met him
I grew
once.
up. I got to lift weights with him when I was little.
I met him at a
So-
swim meet in either Spearman or Texoma. I don't remember what it was. He was there, and they honored him for something. It was weird,
Nice.
and I have no reason. I was like, "Hey, BJ knows who that guy is."
Yeah. My cool story about Zach Thomas is after he went to the Dolphins, we were playing backyard football out on the high school field, and Zach was
Don Michael.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, in Pampa.
Oh, okay.
And Zach was rehabbing an injury and was doing sprints. And of course, me being me, I just walked over, shook his hand, was like, "You want to play?" And he was like, "Contractually, I cannot." And I was like, "Understandable." So
he had a great career though.
Hell
But
yeah,
then
he
he
did.
came over and joined the Cowboys for a short time.
I mean, yeah.
So
I mean, home
he played-
state, so you
Yeah.
can't be mad
He
about
played.
that.
He played that position very well.
Very good linebacker. That's why I'm a Dolphins fan. And then Daniel's a Dolphins fan because, I'm his brother.
I just said it was because your parents were Chiefs fans. You
And-
want to go against them.
No, if Daniel wouldn't have been a Dolphins fan, I'd have beat him till he was.
He's sitting over there not arguing that at all. All right. Let's see here. He said that video hit hard that we played last week where the guy walked in and said, honey, guess what? I won the championship.
He just won the UWO title in Oklahoma.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah.
I wonder if that's how he walked in. Hey, honey, guess what? I won the title.
He probably walked in, set the belt down, and had to go to work.
Man, I don't know. I don't know if he's bipolar or what because he goes back and forth. HCW parties are dope as F. Like he's going back and forth about
they
BFE
are.
Kansas, and then he goes. It's like he's trying to get on your good side, and then he's not on your good side.
It's Red. Who knows? His mind's as crazy as yours.
Hey, mine's ADHD though. I don't know what his is.
Yeah.
Logan Knight left a comment.
Oh, okay.
Stormy and I wrestled Cam and Calvin. That counts as male versus female.
But it was the first ever singles male versus female that I have ever booked in my career. So that's why it was different.
I just was going to let that be for you to answer, not me. And then also last 2 episodes ago, Logan Knight left a comment saying that people don't know how important social media is. And that was mainly for like what it is for getting booked and what it's done for wrestling careers.
Yeah, it's very, if you got a good social media presence, the huge world becomes a lot smaller. So,
and then I don't know who this follower is. Hellcata. I don't know. I think it's HELLICA08. Hellcat is what I think he's trying to spell.
okay.
He said that Drake got robbed. I think it's one of Drake's great followers.
Drake got robbed.
Drake got robbed. This was like 2 episodes ago. I was just going over all the comments about when he got hit with the chair.
Because of Ray. Yeah.
Yeah, when he got hit
But
with the
did
chair.
you see what Drake did the following show? Now who got robbed?
He did say that. I did see that he got his revenge back.
Yeah,
Witnessed
he
the
did.
revenge. So he was at the show.
Good.
So that's one of the
Awesome.
followers at the shows.
Fantastic.
Mr. Drake, Helly K HELLICA08 is the follower there. But we'll get into the outro ideas at the end, or do you want to do it now?
Yeah, let's do that at the end.
Okay. All right. So what happened at Leavenworth, big dog?
So Leavenworth was a great show. A lot of fun. I announced for the first time in my career. So that's a long career to never announce. So first part of the show was I could have used some work. Second part of the show, I think I stepped it up a little bit.
It's different, isn't it?
It is. It's unique. It's fun. I enjoyed it. I would want to have more information like you do and write more stuff down. So I can tell why you want to be as prepared.
It just
But,
I felt like it runs smoother.
But then that no good, ugly Red James came out and had to fight the Empire.
Oh no.
So the crowd cheered him.
As they do in Leavenworth.
So then he shook my hand. That's what I said. Fought against Dickie and freaking Hector de Oro. And of course, they cheated like normal because I don't think Hector could ever win without cheating. And Red James kissed me.
Oh, his claim was that you kissed him.
No.
But,
I'm sitting in the corner. He's against the post, and Hector comes charging at him. Red slickly slid out of the way, right into my lap. Hector hit the post. And then the fucker kissed me.
On the lips or on the cheek?
Right here.
So how'd you feel about that? Do you feel closer to Red or?
I did not enjoy that.
The crowd probably did.
I'm sure there's a lot of people that did.
Is it on video? Do we have video footage that he kissed you?
Yes.
Okay. Then we'll be able to justify what happened.
Now, I understand I am a very good looking individual, but Red, I'm sorry, buddy. I'm happily married.
The next time we're around each other, ask me what happened to the last guy that hit on him. I'm just saying. I'll tell you the
Hey,
story.
don't do that.
No, to Red.
Oh.
If you were in
Oh.
off camera, not on here, let me know if you ever want to know what happened to the last guy that tried to make a move on Billy, and then we'll talk.
Anyways,
So yeah, Red James Kiss. Now, let me ask this by finishing since Hector cheated to win.
Yeah.
Let me ask Red this. Now, is Dickie still your owner?
yeah,
mean,
Red.
I mean, he
Since
allowed it to happen.
And he told the referee that he would fire her if she disqualified him. But luckily, the referee was one of our head refs in Candace, and she said he was disqualified anyways.
Well, there we go.
Congratulations.
So,
Good job, Candace.
so is that a win for Red?
It is a win for Red.
What's that mean? Because I believe he was on the episode with the Chubby Buddies, and he said his first win in HCW, he gets to call out who he wants to wrestle next.
That is true. So, Red James.
Whoa. Big news.
Guess what, sir? I'm a man of my word. You got your first victory. Whether it be DQ or not, you did get your first victory. So, on October 19th, you can choose who you wrestle. Anybody, any title, anything.
Do you have any idea who he might choose?
No clue.
I have a feeling
There
I
was a
know.
few.
Well, I don't know. Now that Remington doesn't have the belt, he won't choose Remington
So he could choose Aaron Helms.
unless Aaron loses
Unless
this week. Well, no, Aaron's not wrestling this week.
nope,
he's
Aaron's not
commentating.
wrestling. Yeah.
Okay. Holy moly!
And
Independence
he
title,
could choose
the winner of the
Chance.
Kerrigan or big guy Gideon Vane.
Gideon
winner
will
of
not be here.
We'll get into that more
Yeah,
then.
we
So
will get into
okay, well,
Neither will Tino Valentino.
I didn't know he was actually. We didn't announce his match, so
So, but anyways, yeah, Leavenworth was a lot of fun. Still trying to build the town. Just trying to get more people in that door. So we'll keep plugging away, keep doing some fun stuff, and go from there.
well, it sounded like it was exciting, especially just the stuff that was actually going on. I mean, that town, the people who do show up are like some of the biggest fans of wrestling, I think.
Yeah, they're loud. It's always a good time. It's always fun. Well, let's get on to block party.
The block party. I guess we'll go over the matches. Last week we announced Chance would be facing Gideon Vane, so that one has changed.
That one has changed. So that all started with some social media stuff. And when I reached out to Gideon, he thought he was available, and unfortunately, he realized he was already booked. And you know, I'm one of those people where you keep your prior obligations. You know, things happen. And then, so Logan Knight will be cashing in his number one contendership finally, and will get his match with Chance Kerrigan for the Independence title.
Logan Knight versus Chance Kerrigan.
Correct.
That'll be a good match.
That will be a very good match. And then Tino Valentino had to drop out on us also. So Johnny Faith will be in an open challenge to see who.
So we'll
he's
find out
faced.
because we never
So we'll
actually
find
announced
out.
that match. So.
Correct.
Okay. That'd be exciting too. And then the other matches that we announced was also obviously Ray Leon versus Drake Gallows.
Correct.
For
So
the
Ray
number one
Leon
contender
versus
spot.
Drake Gallows. We have. We just announced today the last woman standing match between Stormy Renee and Cameron Brenay. And
then,
probably the last time you see Cameron in a HCW ring for just a little while.
as she told everybody.
Yeah. So should be a fantastic match. You've got Dick Richards just ACFC busted their ass for their number one contendership. Like, worked hard. And Dick Richards came out today or earlier this week and said that he's going to grant that number one contender match in a four corners tag. It's not really fair. Like,
That's not a number one contender spot.
yeah, like now
It's a special match.
correct. Now instead of getting one-on-one with the champions, now the cards are stacked against them, but they're stacked against the champions too, so maybe it bites him in the ass.
Maybe.
So, unfortunately, Dickie does own half the company, so he made that match. I cannot take that away from him, or then I would start having to deal with him changing my matches, and I don't want to deal with all that. And then we got a very interesting promo from Kane Carter.
Ooh, yeah.
So, as we all know, King Carter faces Dutch in what is hoped to be the final hoorah of them two in a Kansas versus Texas match. And it was scheduled for a 20-minute Iron Man. See who could get the most pinfalls or wins, who was the better person. But Kane Carter came out and he said, if we want to do Kansas versus Texas, he wants to take the flags, put them on a pole on each side, and the first person to get their flag wins.
Ooh.
And that match has been granted.
Whoa.
So we will have a flag on a pole match between Kane Carter and Dutch McClain to see who has the better athlete.
And let me get this right. The stipulations is that the flag's already up.
Correct.
And they have to get it down and off the pole.
So no, it's got to be, so there'll be a flag on one corner and a flag on the other. So a Kansas and a Texas. Dutch will have to get the flag down to the ground or to the mat, hit the Kansas, and Kane will have to get the Texas flag down to the mat on the pole or whatever.
Okay.
But completely off the high pole and down.
Oh, so okay, I get it now. Okay.
So,
Because there are different stipulations, because I've also seen some where they actually try to raise it. The first one to raise it all the way up the pole, they win too.
Gotcha.
So that's why I was curious.
I haven't seen that one.
I saw it like when I was looking up wrestling stuff just to
Nice.
get more informed with doing this.
Cool.
So I have seen a flag match like take place, just not knowing all the stipulations. So that's
It'll
cool.
be a good one. It'll be fun.
So at least we know that Dutch is healthy and all that stuff. Did he wrestle at Leavenworth?
Dutch did not wrestle at Leavenworth.
Okay, so that's probably why he's able to wrestle at this show.
Yeah.
So that's good. Well, I mean, I was excited for the Iron Man match, but I think everybody else was also. But I think this is going to be just as exciting. I mean, we did say Kansas versus Texas. So
We did, and
what better way to prove that?
correct, and that's what Kane's promo was about. Was the fact that I actually got tea.
Okay.
Thank you though. But that's what Kane's promo was about. Like, if we're doing Texas versus Kansas, why would we do it any other way? And so I agreed with him. But look to have a fantastic show. Heidi Howitzer will be there. Minnie Grace should be there.
But Heidi is not wrestling. Right?
Yeah, Heidi is not wrestling. Unfortunately, she is injured.
Now, any other matches that we didn't talk about that is taking place? Because we've got the ACFC for the title match.
Yep.
We got the Heartland Championship. That's not gonna happen because he's commentating.
Yeah.
For the
So it'll be Drake versus Ray.
and that's the main event.
Yes.
Okay. So I just didn't know. I couldn't remember what all we talked about. So I just wanted to make
And
sure we
then,
got everything off the table.
So due to some backstage altercation between Kit Reaver and Dick Richards and Hector De Oro, Kit Reaver will make his Wichita in-ring debut versus Hector De Oro on the 24th also.
Yeah, the last time at Wichita last time is when he came out and saved Jose.
Correct.
After-
that's the other one. Handgun Dan versus Jose for the blow-off will be
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
this show
Yeah, okay.
also.
So man,
We have a lot of big matches coming up. A lot of big matches.
it is definitely a block party. So
Correct.
don't forget to bring your Hawaiian shirts.
Hawaiian shirts be awesome.
50-50 raffle goes to your friend at work that's battling cancer or no?
So we are going to do the 50-50 raffle still. We've switched kind of some stuff up. Some things kind of came through for her, which is like everyone gripes about society, but sometimes society steps up, and so we're gonna do some stuff. Another huge match that's gonna be coming up will be Calvin Aldridge will face a former NXT superstar in Marquise Mills.
And that's at this show?
That is October 24th also.
Oh, August 24th.
Or August 24th
Okay.
also.
Wow.
So it's going to be a big one. A big show, great time, big party. Let's have a blast. Come on out.
Bring them Hawaiian shirts. And also 50-50 raffle is going to be taking place, just different stipulations.
Correct.
So don't forget about that. Merch tables will be there.
Yep.
Cost is $12 to get in. That's the minimum cost. Kids 12 and under get in free with the purchase of one of those tickets. So
Right.
don't forget that. And then first responders get in for what is it? $10?
Military first responders, $10.
VIP.
Premium tickets will be $15. That will get you in the door early and an extra match. And VIP tickets are $35. Get you table seating. Get you a $5 food voucher. Get you a special signed picture. So comes with
Pretty
some
cool.
some cool stuff.
Well, did you want to get into what show's coming up after that?
Yeah, let's do that. So
We don't have a poster for you
So, after that will be September 21st, and it will be our 1 year in Wichita.
Oh, I thought this was one. Oh, September. Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. So
Gotcha.
it will be Air Capital Brawl 2.
Oh, Air Capital Brawl.
So
That was
it
my
will
first
be-
show.
It will be, and that was our first Wichita show. So back 1 year for Wichita, and we're excited for it. Air Capital Brawl 2, and you might get to see the return of a very fan favorite tag team.
Oh.
So come on
Okay,
out.
that's cool. All right, and that's September 21st for Air Capital Brawl 2.
Correct.
That'll be exciting. Let's get into. Did you want to go over the comments for our outro now, or do you want to do that after the questions?
Yeah, let's do the comments of the
All
outro.
right. So we had several comment for that. So let's see what we've got so far. I'm not going to get into Foreman's. His is always going to be with the Foreman in it, and this isn't the Foreman
course.
show.
He thinks it's maybe we should bring the foreman on.
Whoa, that'll be. I'll have to sit between you two, I think.
I tell
so
you
he
what.
don't kiss you.
What if we did? Fucker. What if we did this?
What's up?
The foreman is so active on our stuff. As soon as we get 50 followers, we bring him on live.
50 followers on Spotify or on what? I mean, I don't know about YouTube. YouTube is just.
I don't know
shared.
how all that works, brother. That's on you, man.
Spotify. I mean, 50 followers is that, or we can go YouTube. How about when we get? Yeah, let's
I
go
don't even know where
let's go
we're at right
view,
now.
Let's go. Actually, let's just go 100 views on Spotify because we're at
Okay.
almost 100 total views. Like for let's just say 100 views on one episode on Spotify.
That's kind of cheap.
No, you've already gotten that on the very first one. You had 99.
Oh, so we haven't hit 100
Yeah, we haven't hit
yet?
100 yet on any video. So if like
Okay,
somebody
so
hits
if
100 views
if we get to 100 views
on any Bumping Chops episode,
on any bumping chat,
so don't forget I did say we had one.
no,
that had
that's
99.
not okay. Because we won at 99, one person goes
Okay.
watch. That's easy. Why
That
make
is
it
true.
easy?
I was trying to help out Red James so we can get his fill
Yeah,
up
but
on
do
it.
I really want to sit here and have to talk with Red for an hour?
You'll be talking with me too. I'll sit between you. It's all right. You can't be scared, big
He
guy.
might kiss you.
No, I don't think you will.
Hey, you think?
I've never laid hands on a woman, but he might be pushing it. So how do you want to do that? Since how about what about because it's hard to do it on YouTube. So like
I think
because you got 3 podcasts.
whatever the
on it.
like, share, subscribe, the share things like
For
you
this
like,
video?
share, subscribe. So let's say subscribe. How many subscribers do we have right now?
104
We have 104 subscribers
on YouTube.
Okay,
Total.
and that's fine. So if we can get that subscribes to 150, we bring Red James in
on a live special episode.
bring him here, do a show, even if we got to do it on a weekend so he can be available.
Whatever works. Sounds good to me.
Everyone good with that? I'm good with that. Let's do that.
I'm good with that. But he did have several comments just about the Red James show. So, but since it's not the Red James show, let's just go to the Spotify ones real quick because I got those up. Spotify comments. You have David L. McGill III.
Okay.
He said, "Great first." This was back when we did the pilot episode.
Awesome.
Episode. This. Maybe sign off with till next time. We'll keep bumping your chops and maybe insert a random wrestling fact, like on this day in wrestling history, Hulk Hogan created the NWO. Blah 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 blah.
Oh, I don't hate that at all.
I actually didn't see that, so that's actually a really good one. In response to Q&A, what did you think about the? Oh, that's never mind. That's small print.
Okay.
And then Drake Gallows, he clapped for that. Sky Tality.
Okay.
Do you know who that is?
I had to see the picture, man.
Yeah, it didn't show me that.
Okay.
It just says Sky Tality. This was a great pilot. Glad to be supporting, hearing from more wisdom from a wonderful wrestling mind and a great opinion as well. My idea for an outro, I guess that's where we stop for bumping chops. And that's his outro. I guess that's where we stop for bumping chops. So far, I like Mr. McGill's.
What was his so far?
For McGill's?
Yeah, I like the thing where you give the fact.
Okay,
like
yeah,
that
that's like he said. Either I'm assuming that he either said we can end with that, but it's you start with until next time. We're going to stop bumping your chops. We'll keep bumping your chops and maybe insert a random fact after you say that.
Okay.
Or what we could do is
I like the random fact thing.
random fact. We can do that throughout the whole episode though. Like we could do that at any point and then.
Yeah, but to be our end, do that with something else. So keep going.
Okay. Let's go to a YouTube video. YouTube. Gotta go to videos. Sorry. While I'm talking, just let me know if you at least had fun. Was there any other matches that were exciting?
Man, there was some very good matches. So the Chance Kerrigan and Stormy Renee match was fantastic. They beat the crud out of each other. It was very good. Chance came away with the victory, but trust me, Stormy Renee was right in that match the whole time. Kit Reaver versus Paradox in a last man standing match ended with a double countdown. So they both couldn't answer the 10 count. So going into October 19th, going into October 19th in Leavenworth, our next show in Leavenworth, Kit Reaver, Paradox, 30-minute Iron Man. We're getting to the bottom of this.
Whoa.
One way or the other, there's going to be a finish to that feud.
Now, how did the feud go with Ray, with the guy that walked away the last time? Did he wrestle?
So he did not. He ended up being sick, and Ray ended up working a very, very talented the Diamond Marco Hendricks.
Oh, wow.
Very talented young man that put on a dang good match. Ray, of course, the competitor that he is, came out victorious, but man, what a match.
I do have the comments up, but I do kind of want to also highlight one more wrestler. Mrs. Mindy Grace became a champion over the
Mindy
weekend.
Grace did become the UWO champion, which is fantastic, which is Drake Gallows' company.
So, and she beat a woman who's never lost a match. Is that what I read?
Yeah, she has not lost in UWO history. Like, that was her first time losing. She's been the women's champion since UWO started.
And I read Drake said that this was one of the greatest nights in UWO history.
He did say that. I miss them. I haven't gotten my Oklahoma license in a year and a half. Just because.
Is that the only state that makes you get a license?
Oh, no.
Oh, it's not? Oh, okay.
Oklahoma, Missouri,
A plethora.
South Carolina. Yeah, there's quite a bit.
Okay.
Louisiana.
Thank God Kansas isn't like that. It'd be hard to book a ton of people that didn't have a. Because do they cross over? So do you have to get one for every state?
You have to get one for every state because
Wow.
every state wants their money. Like, so the Kansas Athletic Commission, the promoters pay it, where Oklahoma, Missouri, the promoter pays a lesser fee, but then every wrestler has to pay a fee to get licensed. The only thing I do agree with that is done with that is the blood work thing. So like, we get like, it's wrestling, blood happens. But at least if you have to be licensed, we know there's no STDs, no AIDS, anything like that, because all that has to be checked. So I do agree with the athletic commissions on that in Oklahoma, but it costs the wrestlers a lot of money to get that done. So,
but it is.
I understand it, but yeah, the safety measures I can get behind.
Okay. But yeah, I just want to shout that out because I remember reading about that. But all right, so another one is from Caden's Action Figures 1237.
Nice. Okay.
Do you know what that is?
Yeah.
Okay. His is thanks for listening today, where you just got chopped with bumping chops, and we'll see you next time.
I don't hate that. Thanks for listening, Day.
You just got chopped with bumping chops, and we'll see you next time. Or kind of like you've just been chopped.
I think we can. Yeah, I like that.
We can play around with ones.
Yeah, but I like the direction that's going. Okay. So, thanks for tuning in, and you've been chopped.
Yeah, we can play around with it.
Yeah, play around with it a little bit. Keep going.
Bells, Bellz 222.
Okay.
I'm assuming this might be Simon Bell's song. I think Simon says, "Mankind is our idol." Catchphrase: "Thanks for joining us in the heartland, where the bumps and the chops always land."
Okay.
So there's another one. Sorry.
Yeah, all right.
Did you want me to read that again, or you got it?
So where the bumps and chops.
Thanks for joining us in the heartland, where the bumps and the chops always land.
Okay.
All right. See if we have. Oh, hey, Drake Galloway's video just hit 100. So somebody must be reading our mind.
Just takes time. Get that out there. We don't do a lot of episodes, so like after episodes get going a while is when usually they pick up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Like Drake's is pretty popular because of, obviously it's Drake's, and it was episode 1.
Anytime we do interviews, I think it's going to be a lot bigger.
So far, you have 3 good ones, but I can't get this one to load where I can read the comments for some reason.
Okay.
So I'll try this. Did you want to wait to pick one, or did you want to kind of pick one now? And this is your.
There's a few different good ones. I think that
I don't want to cut anybody out of their chances of winning,
right?
But I do want it to be fair,
right?
So that's.
If you can't get them to load, I think we still need to give them an opportunity for me to hear them.
I'm going to get the comments from YouTube actually. So
okay.
I just didn't want to.
We'll talk about some more of the Leavenworth show. So, trying to think of some more matches.
You had. Didn't you have a tag team match?
No.
You didn't?
I already said that one.
Actually, let's talk about the upcoming show that you have with the Luchador. You have a big thing coming out of that.
So we are doing on the 31st. We are teaming with La Raza radio station and Skill, so Southwest Independent Lucha Libre, and doing a big festival for La Raza. They reached out to Angel, who runs Skill, and he got with me. We kind of set it up, and we're excited about it. It's going to be a fun time. I think they have 5 bands going to be there, and then we're wrestling in 2 different hour spots. So it'll be a fun time.
And that's going to have they're going to have DJs in there too.
There's going to be all kinds of stuff. Like I said, I'm sure there's going to be food trucks, and it's a big radio stations festival, so it's going to be a good time.
It'll be exciting. All right. Oh, it finally came up. Thank God. Jeez, I have Wi-Fi and everything.
Wait, you got him?
Outro again for Foreman Red James.
What's Foreman?
I'm the Foreman Red James, and I always get the job done.
Oh my.
Actually, I think that's it.
That's it?
Yeah,
all
that's
right.
it for now.
So, I really enjoyed the First Gentleman's.
McGill the third.
Yep. I like the direction he was going, and then Caden.
Caden.
So it's between, like, I think a mix between them two.
And then-
So
Caden's was You've Just Been Chopped.
yeah,
Bumping
so
Chops.
Caden's was
Let me just bring
You've
it
Just Been Chopped with Bumping Chops.
until we'll see you next time.
And we'll see you next time.
Okay. And then Mr. McGill's was adding in a little history fact
Right.
for this day in history.
This day in history, I think if we did this day in history, I like that in general.
Yeah, so we
Maybe
could,
not even for an outro, but like
we could still use it somewhere
Right.
in the video.
So I think for just that comment alone, he at least should get tickets.
Okay. So
So give him 2 tickets.
VIP.
And then
Caden's the one. Okay.
I think
I know
Caden's one of
Caden.
my kids, and if that's the
The
case,
photographer?
then, yeah.
Okay.
And if that's the case, then he won't need tickets anyways.
He gets it. He gets it. So
yeah. So let's
but we'll
do
try
that.
to play around with that whole day. In
I do.
history thing.
I love the day in history thing. It'll
And
be
then-
a little more work for you.
It's one little thing.
Yeah, but it's a little look up every day.
Just one Google.
Or
And
one-
what I'll do is I'll Google it for when it comes out. So like it'll be whatever happened in pretty much Monday Night Raw history.
Oh,
essentially.
nice.
So
okay,
that'll be
because
easier.
we're going on Monday.
Because
Nice.
it's releasing on Monday.
I like that.
So
I really like that.
that'll be fun. But Caden's, we'll play around with it, just kind of word it right. But I do like how that went. Not that I didn't hate any of them, but I also don't like more people to bring on more ideas. So
Yeah, and
leave
it'll
your
come.
comments.
Look, those things will come. Keep commenting, liking, sharing. You know, we're gonna keep growing, keep having fun, keep doing these. We'll go from there.
Yeah. Well, why don't we get a little personal?
All right.
All
let's
right.
get some personal.
So do you want to go
Wait,
with...
we talked about me getting kissed by a dude. That's not personal
that
enough.
is pretty personal. I mean, I didn't get personal. Red James got personal. So did you want to actually answer a personal question or you want to answer an opinion question? Like last time we did personal first and then the opinion. So I just was going to, and I'll write down what you say this time.
Let's do opinion. Let's do opinion
All right.
first,
Okay.
and then we'll do personal.
So I guess really just thinking about all wrestlers throughout history.
Okay.
So what wrestler had the best character development throughout their career, and how actually you can kind of go off of the people that you've trained, even if you wanted to. How can the wrestlers that you've either trained or the people that you see now in independent wrestling learn from that person? So it's pretty
There's
complex.
There's a few good ones. Undertaker's the easy one because Undertaker, he was in the WWE forever, and he always adjusted his gimmick to the times. So he didn't keep with just one thing throughout his career, or it could have died off. And he was good about changing it up, and sometimes even when no one's seen it coming. So that's a good thing, is like learning when it's time to make subtle changes to your character.
Throughout his eras, he knew what time to do it.
Correct.
Pretty much the
Correct.
best.
The other one was Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt's mind was fantastic, and once the WWE let him start using that, he just slowly developed. He went from the Wyatt, or from, even if you go NXT where he was Husky Harris and stuff like that, and then he did the Wyatt family that got super
And then he had
over,
that
and then he did the Fiend.
yeah.
And he was always trying to adjust and outdo his last thing, which I think is the same thing Taker did. And you don't have long careers without being able to adjust and transform yourself, do different things. I've wrestled for a long time as Blade, but it wasn't until about 10 years ago that I put the mask on. And when I first started, it was blue Blade lettering, blue boots.
Still have the leather jacket though. Didn't you?
Cool thing about that leather jacket is my best friend Philip Holsey. He was wrestling under Phobos, and he bought a leather jacket. Well, me and him was tag teaming, And so I bought a leather jacket so we could see. And that leather jacket has been with me my whole career. I've lost it twice.
At like shows?
Someone stole it once, and once I left it somewhere.
So somebody pulled a Tom Brady on you with a leather
And I got
jacket.
them back. The one time it was stolen was in Salina. And the place it was stolen from told me where the guy was. And so I went and got it back.
Well, that's simple.
But yeah, that leather jacket's been with me a long time.
That's the one thing I do remember, like going to the Texas show, is that you had that. I mean, you obviously had to take time to put all your stuff on, but like when your music hit, like that was me and Josh had to do security when I went. Like, so we were like, I don't even know what to do. So like, it was kind of like the whole like commentating thing, like, hey, all you have to, at least they kind of gave us like a guideline of like, hey, you have to stand with your face facing the pretty much the people watching.
Right.
And then your back is to the wrestler. That way you're stopping stuff from happening. But like they gave us a guideline. But I remember that. But I remember sitting in the, like right by the ring, and then your music hit. I didn't even know your music. That's the only Marilyn Manson song that I actually enjoy. Okay. So, and he's just not my cup of tea, but that song hits. Okay.
Mine either.
He's not your
I'm
cup
not
of
a
tea,
Manson
but that
fan.
song hits. Like it's a good song.
I am not a Marilyn Manson fan.
I never have been. I mean,
Philip was a huge Manson fan. Philip gave me that song
Kill King 33.
Yep, way back when, and I've used it my whole career.
I do. I will also say that he has a good song in Sweet Dreams, one that he redid.
Yeah.
Sweet Dreams is pretty good. But to finish the story, I was standing by the ring and your music hits. Didn't even know that it was you coming out. And then I hear this woman scream, "It's my man." I was like, what the I was like, these guys are really wrestling fans. But yeah. So like you said, Undertaker, for not just his time in wrestling, but also the way that he was able to adapt to the time that was
change
changing.
and adapt and still stay relevant. Like, you think about Undertaker's career, how many times was he as an actual champion?
That he was an actual champion?
Not a lot.
I mean,
Handful.
never like me looking back on it, like it wasn't the belt that drove him. It was the, I mean, being undefeated at WrestleMania. Like that was his dream, was being undefeated and trying to follow that.
To me, like, Taker should have had a lot of titles, but he didn't need them.
No, his character didn't need them.
Correct. And that was a testament to him and his ability to tell his life, through wrestling. It was fantastic.
I enjoyed pretty much all of Undertaker's career. I mean, like you said, like he did it when you least expected it, when he came out on the Harley. Like that was like, what is this? It was kind of like watching like when Aaron Rodgers cut his hair.
Right.
I was like, what is going on?
What happened?
Yeah, it's like, why didn't you keep your hair? But no, and then Bray Wyatt, I can't say that I wish I would have taken more time to appreciate him.
So you're getting to see his brother in action now, though, because Bo Dallas is doing a fantastic job on continuing the legacy, but telling his own at the same time. And I commend him for being able to take such a tragedy in the loss of his brother and turn it into what he's doing now to help.
I'm blown away by what he's done.
Continue that legacy that his brother started and build his own at the same time. So, the fantastic work by that man.
And I am blown away by what I've seen just from him, just in like the videos that he's able to make and stuff like that. It's impressive. Like and I'm pretty sure he's got help, but like just the ideas alone set him apart from what I've ever seen in wrestling. Yeah. So, but I mean, leave your guys' comments about who you guys think that had the best come up in their development as a wrestler.
Yeah,
like,
give me some thoughts.
And also, what can you learn from that person? So I guess like what you're saying with the Undertaker is like pay attention to like being able to come up with the time. So like if something,
being able to move,
pretty much read the room, read the generation.
So think of this: like, there's a lot of older school wrestlers that don't like some of the newer school wrestling, the faster pace, a lot of moves, the multiple moves back to back, stuff like that. But the older school style works in places, and then the newer style works in places, and then some places need a mix of both. And that's what I try to do. Just mix them.
It also helps if you can like test your stuff out at like these independent places too. So like you don't see a lot of big names going out to these independent places to test that stuff. It's kind of like stand-up comedy. They go to clubs. And I don't know why I always go back to the whole stand-up comedy thing, but they go hand in hand. So like they work out their new stuff at a small little club to where they can go to the arenas. And that's pretty much what independent wrestling could be for wrestlers that are coming up.
You know what Aaron Helms compares wrestlers to?
What?
Strippers.
Strippers?
Yep.
I don't know. I mean, they're entertainers. I mean, but
Correct.
so are comedians. But that's why I go with comedians.
So they're entertainers. They wear scantily clothing.
Some of them do.
And they go out working for tips.
Yeah?
Most of the money wrestlers make are by their merch.
Yeah?
So
I mean,
Aaron, like,
okay.
he has a good point.
I'm not disagreeing now, but the only thing I would say the difference is that you're not waiting for a pop in strippers.
Yeah.
The pops are bad.
Yeah,
Okay,
if a
since you
stripper
brought up-
gets a pop, that's bad.
Like if you...
All right, leave that alone, Bobby. Don't touch that. Leave it alone. You're gonna say something stupid.
No, I was
and
just-
get us
no.
all canceled.
No. No, I was actually going to be like, you don't want that, like, because a pop could be bad or good. And, like, you don't want to be that known. Like, you don't want all the people coming to the show for you. I mean, you do for the money, of course. But I'm saying in wrestling, every show you want to be for you.
Oh, okay.
Like, not every stripper's getting probably that high. I've only been to, like, the strip club twice, maybe 3 times. I can count on one hand. And I don't see, like, the pop part of it is the only thing you don't want.
Pop.
You don't want to be distracted either.
All right. Good Lord.
Hey. And you ain't giving. Never mind. I'm gonna stop.
Exactly. Stop.
We agree to disagree, but I will agree. Anyway,
my.
let's move on to another question.
Right.
I guess really you could also kind of play this into that hand of like you going through like the top 5 heels of all time, and also like the generation of coming up throughout wrestling. So, if you could pick a time in WWE history or any faction at that, like you can go any type of promotion. What generation or what era of wrestling do you think you would have wanted to go up in? Which one do you think you would have done best in?
I've been fortunate now to have wrestled for a long damn time. And I think that my size and stuff would have worked better in the 80s. 80s, 90s, like Vader time. But in the same aspect, like, I don't hate the era that I came up in. Like, I felt like I've been able to wrestle through some cool eras and watch some waves of little crowds and big crowds and stuff like that. So I knew early on with the way my knees and stuff were that I'd never be super mainstream. But damn it, I've done some fun shit in wrestling.
I've seen you fly too.
Yeah.
You're not just stay on the ground guy either.
Oh
So,
yeah, I used to moonsault and stuff like that. But I'm old, so I don't do that anymore.
I mean, but like when you think about people like talk about, oh, like this era was better. I don't think there is a better era. It's almost like, yeah, I think we've always compared like LeBron and Michael like that. Like you can't compare those two because they played in 2 total different generations. Like,
But everyone's going to. It's the like you said at the beginning of the question is. I mean, this kind of plays into your top 5. Like, really, is there a better era?
do you think?
If
there
you
is?
look at money wise,
oh yeah, money wise, yeah.
okay, money wise, when the early 2000s was super hot, Stone Cold, and everyone was running great then. But now I think it's probably drawing more money, but it was a different time.
What wrestler do you think has the best merch? Like as we're talking about that, like who do you think pushes their merch? But like I said, Sam Stackhouse did a pretty good job. Like
Sam does a great job on the indies.
but like
Sam
for the
has
big
a
names,
lot of
like who
stuff.
has like the best like type of stuff you can get? Like yeah, it'd be cool to be able to buy the belts and stuff like that. But like just the style of shirts and stuff like that. Like everybody liked the DX shirt. Everybody wanted that. We saw Walter have like 300 DX jerseys.
I mean, yeah. Roman Reigns. Like Roman's fantastic. Like, and he's got a lot of cool merch. I like his shirt designs. So Roman, like there's a lot. Like The merch game is so different in WWE because
when I was growing up, you had the Smash Buddies and stuff like that, the Stretch Armstrongs and stuff like that. So,
and there's still all the action figures and all that stuff, but like, I guess whichever flavor you want.
and it's hard to like
press
really
them.
have into like merch that like stands out from everybody. Everybody has shirts. Everybody has action figures. Like, what's one thing? Like Sam Stackhouse puts together packages, and that's why he stands out. Like he's got.
Well, so
cool-
like I've done the Slam Buddies thing. I have a Blade Slam Buddy.
what?
I wanted to get more made. They're just I can't afford them. They're expensive. But they sold fast. They were really cool.
Do you think that like announcers have their own merch too, like mics or something? Like did Lillian Garcia have her own?
I
Like
don't think so for WWE, but there's some on the Indies that do.
well, that's cool. I've just
Chris
never
the
seen-
Voice, my brother, he used to have little mics and little
that's cool.
stuff that say the voice and
that's
stuff
cool.
like that on it.
I just didn't know because Lillian's just a huge name. Like
Yeah.
they have those weird mics you can get that like echo throughout the room. Like that's
Right.
pretty dope. So I just didn't know if like big time announcers had stuff.
Not
so.
really. I think it's more, but like I said, a lot of indie people do. Because on the indies, that's where you make your money. Merch is king when it comes to money.
Yeah. And I think that goes, I mean, that's, hey, there's one thing that you don't do at a strip club is buy their merch. Just saying. Or can you buy merch at a strip club?
I don't know, Bobby. Merch at a strip club?
Yeah, I haven't been to one in
What are you going to buy?
forever.
Their thong?
No, maybe a, never mind.
Exactly. Shut up. I thought we were past that conversation.
It just came up when we were talking
No,
about
you
merch.
brought it back up.
I did. Thanks, Aaron. Way to go.
God.
Good times. No, I think that's good for episode 4. I mean, we're at this point, like you've got Block Party coming up. You have the 1-year anniversary in Wichita coming up September 21st. Is that right?
We have La Raza Fest on the 31st of this month also. So we'll be back-to-back weekends in Wichita on Saturday. So 24th and 31st, come out, have some fun with us.
So at this point, hit that like button. Comment whatever you think that. Let us know what wrestler had the best development in their career.
Yeah, I want to hear.
And let us know like what era you would have liked to wrestle in. Even if you're not a wrestler, give us gimmick ideas that you would have came out to. That'd be pretty cool.
Don't hate that. But guys, we appreciate your time. Hope you have a fantastic week. And until next time,
I guess we can.
which one we want to use?
You said Cadence was.
Cadence was.
This is where This is where we stop.
Yeah.
Or no, you've just been chopped, but with bumping chops. Until next time.
Yeah. Until next time,
But we'll have it more
you've
keyed
been
in,
chopped with bumping chops.
and we'll have it more keyed in and dialed in next time.
I don't hate that. So until next time, you've been chopped with bumping chops. Not horrible.
Not horrible. Later, bud.
Late.